Is this property behind me going to be a total disaster, or is it going to be move-in ready? Well, my favorite subscribers, we're going to go inside together for my first look inside this property after a tenant's vacated. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how you feel about this, but what's going to be behind this door? I got to find out. Let's go. Well, you're going to want to stick around. If you haven't subscribed already, now's a great time to do it. And you're going to get some rental property tips. So if you're somebody that is renting, you're going to want to jump into the comments and give some newbies some help. But if you're somebody that's been thinking about renting apartments out, this is a great video for you to learn about how this whole thing works, because man, it's never easy, it's never simple, but we're going to help you learn to avoid some of the mistakes we've made and give you an inside track on the reality of real estate rentals. Let's go check this place out. I'm a little bit nervous. It's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. Okay. Ooh, that's some red. This isn't horrible. This isn't horrible. So far. We haven't seen it all. We got our maintenance guys showing up right now to help out as well. This is, like I said, this is my first time being in the property since we acquired it as a rental. We bought it as part of a portfolio of existing rentals. This is my first time seeing the inside, aside from having some style choices that are odd and painting the walls about as red as they can possibly get. This should be fun to paint over. We're gonna have a good time getting this place fixed up, made nice, and ready for the next rental family. All right, so one of the things I'm looking at and noticing around this place is the previous owner of the property set this up as a rental, and they did something I hate seeing done. They used carpeting. They used the cheap stuff you're always gonna find in a rental property. It's installed poorly, and of course, it's no longer usable after the tenant has moved out. Now this tenant did an okay job at not being like completely filthy and dirty and destroying the property like you've seen in so many of our other videos, right? Look at this floor. This floor has a thick layer of grossness, but you know, they weren't paying either. So now as we get the place back, if we were, you know, the type of rental property owner that was going to use carpet, we'd have to replace all this carpeting again. So what we're gonna do is, and what I love telling people is specialize in installing things that are as durable as possible. And we're gonna install LVP flooring in here. It's gonna be that gray stuff you see everywhere, sure, but it's gonna be way more durable. It's gonna hopefully survive a number of tenancies, and you can always replace portions of it, unlike this carpeting, which would never be able to be reused at this point. So durable materials is a big go-to thing, and we're gonna make sure we upgrade the flooring here, getting away from carpet. I'll tell you the other thing that when it comes to renting out a home that has carpet is we've had situations where tenants have been living in a place for 6 months, not paying, and they finally get into an eviction process, and they'll make a counterclaim against you as the owner saying, I need my carpet ripped out, or I need my carpet replaced. I'm allergic. The doctor says I'm allergic to my carpet, which of course no doctor has ever visited the home. There's no way to determine this stuff. Bottom line is they want new carpeting, or they want something upgraded or replaced, even though they're not even paying customers. And they'll use it as a counterclaim against you in certain types of states where that kind of stuff is kind of pushed by the system that exists. Avoid those kind of things. Put in some kind of flooring, solid flooring. If you have hardwood underneath, use the hardwood. You know, and just looking around, I mean, real quick here with you guys as I'm shooting, is these old school light situations. Pole chains in the middle of a room never really last. I'm surprised this one has. Maybe we've replaced it. Light covers are like one of the first things a new tenant will take down when they move in for some reason. The next thing they take down is smoke detectors. But so you generally get an apartment back, often you're missing a light cover. You're having a pole chain that's been broken, or while they're living there, the pole chain is broken, and then you're sending maintenance out to repair. We're gonna install a nicer, more modern fixture, probably that doesn't use a bulb, uses LED, and a switch or a remote switch on the wall. Just an upgrade. It's a much better fit and finish and a better product for your customer. And it's, again, less maintenance and more durability for you. So the kitchen's, I mean, obviously not that bad. You have this annoying, pesky, you know, pole chain light. Again, amazed that it works. Maybe we fixed it during the time that the tenant was living here and you know, not paying. We're probably not gonna do a ton to the kitchen, to be honest. The cabinets may be like not the most stylish or whatever, but they look like they're great and fully intact. The countertops, again, fully intact. Something we probably don't necessarily need to spend renovation money on. That money can be used towards other things like we talked about, upgrading from carpeting to nicer flooring, upgrading light fixtures, things along those lines. The kitchen's not exactly horrible. one thing I do always suggest, and I get a lot of crap for this, and you can give me crap in the comments, is making sure you don't have a garbage disposal in a rental. This one does not seem to have it, which is great. But garbage disposals, again, depending on who you're renting to, and you know your market better than I do, I'm telling you, they just keep throwing all the wrong stuff down the drains that shouldn't go down there, using their garbage disposal improperly, and then you're out there maintaining them, repairing them, and replacing them when you really just don't have to, because you just don't need to have one in there in the first place. Avoid this issue. All right, step into this closet. No, wait, it's the world's smallest bathroom. I mean, good Lord. I mean, this place is tiny. It's a tiny little bathroom, but whatever. I mean, it's a half bath, and a lot of apartments like this, a lot of single family homes that are rentals won't have this type of thing. So, you know, we can make fun of it all we want, but it is a neat little half bath. They don't need to use it. They can keep the door closed if we don't like it. But it's a great little value to be able to have a rental property with more than one bathroom. And I guess technically that counts. Nothing to really do. I mean, the vanity's new. The medicine cabinet's newer. Obviously, we'll upgrade the light fixture above it, but maybe the flooring, but I don't even know. There's not a lot to do. It's so tiny, and everything's pretty updated in there in terms of the fixtures are all in good shape. Yeah, let's take a look. We have an exterior light being used in this hallway. These stairs are a little ridiculous, and of course, the handrail completely gone, probably from them moving stuff in and out of the property. I feel dizzy, but it's mainly because this hallway is really crooked and everything's slightly at an angle. I'm not sure how much of this will show up on camera, but can you see how crooked this is? It's got to be like a full few inches out of whack. Interesting. And of course, they must have put this wall up because you can see where when the bathroom door trim just disappears right here. But yeah, I mean, not surprising, more carpeting upstairs here in one of the bedrooms. All this stuff has got to get replaced. No carpeting. Again, you don't have to deal with allergens, people having pets, ruining carpet. So this will all get redone. All the light fixtures, just more of the same. We're obviously going to paint everything. Here's Matt's bedroom. This would have been Matt's probably. You know, how nice of them. They left me a little flower for Valentine's Day. Look at that. Somebody was very thoughtful. A couple days early for Valentine's. I'll take it. I'll take it. I appreciate it. So we have this is the full bath, which is also still very, very tiny. Not a ton on tiny bathrooms that you have to really work on. Neat thing about the bathroom shower and everything is this is a one-piece install, so you don't have lots of joints that need caulking. That's actually really, really good. You have these on it as well. This will help prevent families that have, especially kids. One of the big causes of spills and damages and stuff like that comes from right here, a shower curtain not being used properly and water that gets splashed at the corners, often from kids taking baths, people being unattended to them, or not using their shower curtains properly. In residential apartments, like multiple family apartments, that's such a huge culprit of one poor household having water coming down constantly into their bathroom is from the neighbor above them misusing this whole thing right here. It's crazy, but they'll actually blame the landlord for horrible conditions that really there's nothing for the landlord to fix. There's no damage. Everything's being set up right by the property owner. It's just that the tenant renting above is misusing their bathroom. In this case here, maybe we'll do the bathroom flooring to match the replacement flooring we're going to be doing where the carpet is on the rest of this floor. We're obviously going to come in here and update the vanity and mirror and everything. But I think we got to leave the shag toilet cover. I think we got to leave that. That's pretty nice. I mean, who doesn't want to rent a home with basically a carpeted toilet bowl cover? But yeah, looking pretty good. We got a lot of potential. Hopefully, if you're subscribed and you've been sticking around, you'll come back and you'll see an update video of a walkthrough of this place as we're getting it ready to rent to a new tenant. And you'll see the transformation here. Yeah, this place is pretty spiffy. I mean, we love the paint jobs, right? We love the flooring. Now, we need to do some decent work here. Now, this isn't a home that's been turned over recently, and certainly not by us. So this needs a little bit more work than our regular rentals would. So if you've had a rental and you've got it all the way you wanted, right? You have it painted the right way, you've got the flooring done the right way, and everything's updated, and then you have a tenant move out after a year or two, or maybe even 3, you probably don't have to do a ton of renovation work. You're going to do some cleanup, you're going to do some basic repairs, maybe a repaint, right? But in this case here, that work, well, it hasn't been done. So we're going to have to do all of that. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get this place ready for a new rental, and then we got to advertise it and go on from there. So with this, we're going to have to find some contractors to come in and do everything. Everything needs to be fully repainted, new light fixtures, new flooring, some kitchen updates, and it's going to be a little time consuming. So we're going to have some downtime here, and that's a real hidden factor when it comes to having a cash flowing rental business or a rental unit, is how long is it sitting waiting for a new tenant to move in. So in some situations, we've had properties like this sit for, unfortunately, months before we actually can get it ready for a new tenant to move in. And at that point, when it's ready, you're taking photographs of everything, you're putting it online like Zillow or Facebook Marketplace or wherever you're going to advertise. Then you're setting up, you're getting applications, you're getting people that are interested, you're setting up showings, and then they maybe have to give a notice to their landlord and schedule a move-in date, and it can be a little while for somebody to actually move in once the property is finally ready. So, and really, it kind of sucks because a lot of people don't think about the hidden cost of losing a tenant is that months of maybe downtime between when the tenant moved out and the new tenant actually moves in. In this case here, we may be looking at several months of this place having zero income being produced. Now, that doesn't really change a ton because the last tenant we had to evict because they weren't paying anything. So they didn't have any income coming in for a long time too. So this is a really tough single family home that we had bought as part of our portfolio, and we're really still working on getting this place turned around and on track. Sometimes these things take longer than others. Well, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. I was getting a little bit nervous as we were walking in there, but no, that worked out great. This place needed work, we knew that, but it wasn't as bad as I've seen, and certainly you've seen on our channel. And if you want to learn more about how to do this kind of stuff, you need to be here and coming back to our channel over and over and over again to learn more from our videos. And if you haven't gotten enough of us here on YouTube, don't forget we have an audiobook of our book, Foreclosures Unlocked. That's available right now on Amazon. I hope you pick up a copy.